All right, let's give this a try. So, got a 2002 Tahoe, had a brake and an ABS light on. I got halfway through working on this thing and realized I could be documenting it. So, normally you would see a ABS and brake light on the cluster here. You can't see it now, and I've got the ABS module unplugged, but normally when you have this concern on one of these 2002 Tahoes, it'll either be a loose ground to the ABS module. It's got a common ground that goes on the frame, or it'll be the ABS module itself. So rather than replacing the module, there's an easy fix for these. What's somewhat easy if you're okay with a soldering iron and a few tools. So I'll go underneath and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's your ABS module. It attaches to the hydraulic control unit. The electrical portion's on top where the solenoids are, and then it attaches down to this block, which is where your hydraulic portion is. So what happens is, apparently there's some solder points that break inside of this module that causes an intermittent connection, which will set a fault and make your brake light and your ABS light come on. So what we're gonna do is remove that top portion there, the electronic portion, from the HCU, and then we're going to split that silicone bead and hopefully get inside and resolder those connections. So for reference, this is kind of where it's at. It's on the left frame rail. So you can see there's your transmission. This is the front of the vehicle. There's your fuel filter. And that's your ABS module. And like Ed mentioned earlier, I'd already gotten basically halfway through the job before I realized I should be documenting this. So to get this thing off, you've got these two connectors. This one goes there, this one goes there. This one's got a little red safety tab that you have to pull down before you can disengage that clip and pull it off. And then at the top, you have, I believe, 4 Torx bolts holding it to the hydraulic control unit. And I think they're a T20. And this is what it looks like. If I can get in the light, that's the top. And so I believe it mounts in 4 sections. I've gotten 3 out so far. This one, then on the other side there's 2 more. So I'm gonna cut the camera off and get that 4th one out hopefully. So I've gotten all 4 T20 bolts loose, these 2 connectors loose, and then the module will now slip up off of the HCU. Flashlight almost fell. And there's 1 more connector back here that we have to get off. So I don't have 3 hands. I'll have to cut the camera off. Basically, you lift that tab and pull the connector back, and then this module will come off. So this is the module off of the car. What we're gonna do is take that top cover loose. There's a silicone bead that goes all the way around. So we're gonna have to cut that with a razor blade, remove the cover, and look to see where those broken solders are. Okay, so we've carefully but forcefully removed this cover from the module. I use a razor blade and the trusty snap-on scraper pry tool. Of course, once we get this fixed, we'll have to clean this off with a razor blade and apply more silicone to the cover to make a waterproof seal. But the solder points that we're going to be working on are these 4, those 4 larger ones, these 4 larger ones, these 4, these 4, and then these right here. So I can't see without looking very, very closely, but you can see that one a little bit. It's come loose from the circuit board just a little. Zoom in there, you can kind of see. So that's apparently what happens and creates a intermittent circuit loss or circuit fault, which throws your ABS light and brake light on your dash. So I'll be going over all of these with a soldering gun and some solder. I think this solder that I'm using is a smaller 1/16 solder, so that should do it. We'll just have to be super careful not to solder those connectors together, just do them separately. So I'll video once I get finished. Okay, so I've resoldered the connections that I showed earlier. It's a messy job, but it should work. All of those are resoldered. I've got a crappy soldering iron, but it did the job. Now we'll clean off this silicone. Okay, we've got it cleaned off and resealed. We're ready to put the cover back on. And of course we had to use some Mopar RTV because we both know that Mopar is going to increase the value of the Chevrolet. Now the module is resealed and ready to install back on the truck. Should be good to go. So I found this is the best way to get these things tightened up. A little snap-on 1/4" ratchet with a T20 Torx bit. And we are just tightening these things up now. There we go. So the other two are a little bit further back. I'll need both hands to get in there. I could probably straighten this out a little bit. After that, we'll connect the connectors. All set. And we'll go in and clear the codes. We'll be using the Autel MS906TS scan tool today. We're going to go in here and clear these codes. Just about any decent scan tool should work for this. This is without throttle actuated cable. Let's see what weight the cable is. So this is 6,500. Oops. 6,500 gross vehicle weight. So it's going to be under 15,000. All that information looks correct. All right, so we're going to go under diagnosis, auto scan. It's going to scan all of the modules on the vehicle. This takes a little while. Buckle the key. Hopefully none of these codes come back. Go ahead and crank it up. So far so good. No ABS or brake lights. Just look at the scan tool. Let's go under. Let's see. Four-wheel anti-lock, brake codes or read codes, no codes. So we should be good to go. We'll take it for a road test and see if the light comes back, but it should. I think we fixed it. Back from the road test, scanned it for codes, no codes are present. We put about 18 miles on it and no lights. So it's fixed.